Cancer, welcome to your reading. This reading is for Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus Cancer, or for every Cancer placement or wherever Cancer is in your chart. This reading can help you to navigate those parts of your life, and you have to look up where Cancer is in your chart to acknowledge this. And I drew a couple of cards for you to find my way into this reading, and the first was Canis, the rune that speaks of enlightenment and creativity and skill and learning. And this is a barn owl that is showing us a really bright energy of creativity and an illumination of wisdom. And it's a creative drive, and it speaks of the ability to be creative and to enlighten things through the dark. And that's a beautiful thing, because this barn owl has a lot of wisdom, and it learned a lot, so that it can enlighten the things that are around it. And the tarot cards I drew was the Page of Wands and the Devil. And the Devil is often a card that is not really appreciated in a deck, because sometimes we are afraid of the devil. And I would ask you, Cancer, are you afraid of the devil? What is it you are afraid of? If we look at this devil card, that is a goat, and it's like a goat that is like driven by something else, and there is a snake around its neck. So there is the driving force that is behind this goat. There is this snake influencing this goat. So what is it that is influencing you in the background? This can be different things. This can be toxic relationships, toxic behaviors of yourself, or of something like an addiction or something. So it's just a food for thought, that what is it in your life? And I can't tell you what it's in your life, but you have to find what is your behavior or your surrounding that creates your own toxic being in this life. And this can be other people too, This can be a relationship that keeps you in a toxic pattern. Maybe you are drawn to people who create codependencies with you, who are toxic in nature. So that can be something. And but the second card, and this is why I started with a devil underneath, because the second card is the Page of Wands, and it's a bird flying up to the moon. And that's something really beautiful, because it's like a creator spirit in this card. There is not often a bird flying up to the moon, but this one does. And that means this it's a pigeon or a dove, I don't know, pigeon or dove. So it flies to the moon, and it is bold enough to step up and to fly in the middle of the night. And that's a depiction that tells me that you are rising above those addictions, above those behaviors that kept you in a loop. And this can just be something like your own way of victimizing yourself, right? And this is an indication that you step out of this pattern. And that's fitting to, at the moment, Mars is in your sign, and Mars isn't really happy in Cancer, but it helps us to create and to nurture, because Mars wants to achieve something, and in Cancer it is about nurturing. So that's a beautiful way of being at the moment. And we have, on the last degree of Capricorn, we have Pluto in opposition to this Mars in Cancer. So there is a lot of tension in an opposition, but it helps us. The opposition often helps us to be more of ourselves, because we get triggered by the other side. The other side is as far away as it can be. So we get triggered by the things that are in the opposite. But it's not to be in confrontation with them. It's about allowing yourself to be more of you. And so what is it you want to be more of? What is the Cancer part inside of you that wants to nurture and that has the drive at the moment, has the drive to put the work in, because Mars is in there. So what do you want to nurture? What is it you are afraid of? What is it you want to rise above? What is it you want to rise towards? Because if we are rising towards the moon, that's the ruler of Cancer. It's the moon. So rising towards the moon means rising towards the nurturing that comes with Cancer, and being the mother in your life. And that doesn't mean it's not gender specific. It is about the nurturing energy of the mother. And where do you want to be this kind of person that nurtures others like the mother? You can even be this for yourself, right? It's not about other people, it's about you stepping into the energy of nurturing and combining this with the energy of Mars that has the drive to walk through. And there is a longing for this ability to nurture others. And this can be just can be a literal book. If you want to write a book, write a book. That's what it's about. Get yourself moving to write this book. Do something that you always wanted to do. This can be traveling too. Do you want to travel? And where do you want to travel? Do you want to meet someone? This can be a literal person, right? But this can be the motivation too, can be the moving towards the things that are hidden right now. That's the book is can be different things, right? So it is about a longing for things you don't know yet. It's a longing for learning more. It's a longing to get into connection to the things that are hidden from you. It's a longing for a connection to a person you don't know yet. This can be everything like this. And it's the beautiful confirmation of this Kenas rune. It's this learning and this deeper knowledge that you gained. It's something you want to bring out in the world. And it seems that you are rising beyond the things you were afraid of, right? to step into this place where you can give your knowledge to other people to help them move. Yeah, and that's lovely, because it is sometimes, sometimes we want to give something to other people, and we want to maybe be in relationship with other people to get the energies that we hold deep within. And this is the nurturing part of you, Cancer. There is in your chart this part of you that wants to nurture others and to be in relationship. And this is pretty clear that you want to be in relationship with others to nurture them. It doesn't have to be a partnership in a loving relationship. It can be, because it's Juno. It's Juno is about marriage. It's about real partnership and about being in marriage. And this is the clarity that comes with the letting go of the old toxic behaviors, letting go of the old relationships you held on to. It's to let go of these, being pretty clear about your energy and your heart's wisdom that comes from deep within, and to step into relationships that you maybe never experienced. A clarity in relationship, a wisdom in relationship that's coming your way. And the combination to this, in inviting you to be first in relationship to yourself, and to let go of these old toxic behaviors. And nurturing yourself isn't something that is selfish. That's a thing for Cancer, right? That's, if we nurture ourselves, we are selfish, aren't we? No, we are not. We have to put ourselves first. And that's your direction. It's your direction to put yourself first, to step into the nurturing person you can be for other people. And maybe that's really something you never experienced before, that you had to nurture yourself and you had to step into this, because there is often this longing for relationship with other people, to nurture someone else. A mother wants to have a child, and mother wants to nurture her child. But what if there is a part inside of you that wants to be nurtured too? And there we go. The relationships you had before with these toxic people, there is something in them that is about taking from you. They want to have things. They want to get things. This goat, it seems like a vampiric creature. And that's what you were drawn to, because that's how you felt nurturing has to be. And you realize that you learned a lot while you were you experienced relationships as they were like this. You experienced that this is not the truth, that this is not what you are longing for. You long for something in real relationship, in give and take, and equality, and not about the the ones who only take from you. You know that you can give, but you know that these relationships that only take from you are dead ends. And that's a realization, you know, it's connected to kenas, it's connected to your wisdom that you accumulated over time and over all of your relationships you went in, and you realized that you stepped into those relationships from a place where you wanted to give something. You wanted to get something too, but you never did. And to get on this journey of exploring these relationships, exploring what really happens, and being sometimes lost in space and needing direction because you didn't know where that came from. You didn't know what was causing this and causing these relationships that weren't equal, that weren't mutual. And at one point, this journey led you into the place where you realized that this was a healing journey. It was a healing journey from getting you from the place where you only gave to other people. It brought you to the place where you realized that you had to give to yourself too. And that was an interesting lesson because it came with hurt. It came with hurt that other people put on you. And so that's what's happening now. You realize that this whole journey that led you into the place where you know you want to experience something that you never experienced. You want to have a mutual relationship. You want to have maybe even a marriage. And I mean this in a place where people commit to each other in a specific way. It doesn't have to be signing a contract. I don't mean that. I mean that this is a promise. The partnership in this marriage is a promise to give and take equally. And this is maybe what you never experienced. And this whole thing and traveling through these relationships that took from you and that helped you to feel the pain was a healing journey. And this healing journey led to a place where you realized you had to nurture yourself and enjoy your own company. To step into the clarity what you really want from relationships. It's beautiful that you experienced this. It's beautiful that you allowed yourself to heal. And you explored them. You learned a lot about them. And this is what kenas came with. You explored those people. You explored those people who took from you, and you explored your own misconception about them, because it is all about the conception that comes with, oh, I believe that they are this way. I believe that they are that way. And that's not what happened. It's about finding the illusion within, finding your own illusion that comes with this attachment to toxic people and toxic behavior, and rising above. And this is the card of surrender. It's called close to shore. It's the crossroad. That's the crossroad you are on. It's knowing all about the pain and the wisdom that comes with age and with learning. And this is about detachment, and I think it's about detachment, non-attachment, and attachment, to learn the differences between all of these. And that's what this card shows us, that the wisdom that comes with experiencing these relationships, these toxic behaviors. It can be even, there is a part of addiction in here. There can be real addiction, can be an addiction to the victimhood that comes with this, with these relationships. And we have another snake, right? We have the snake in the card of the devil, and we have the snake in this card, 7 Blessings of Eve. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full, glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. And that confirms the thing that I said in the beginning. You have to say something. You are a healer. All of these experiences led to something you understand today. And the whole journey that led to a lot of pain, a lot of dead ends in your experiences, but it led to wisdom. This wisdom can be used to nurture yourself. It can be used to be really, really focused on bringing this knowledge out into the world and healing others with it. So if there is a book that is in your heart that you want to write, and that's about these themes, it can be about these relationships, it can be about addictions, it can be about behaviors that led you into toxic patterns. If there is a book inside of you that wants to be written, please do, because it's needed. There is a lot of drive at the moment in your sign that helps you to get into the place where you get yourself moving. There is Mars in your sign, and this means it, and Mars stays there for a moment. It gets into Leo, but it comes back. So we have a Mars and retrograde in your sign, and this means it stays there until February, I think February next year or something. And so we have this moment where you can put action to these places where you want to bring something that is able to nurture yourself and to others. And serendipity is a blessing, right? There is a lot of luck in here, and that's true. If you struggle with resources, or you struggle with money, that's your sign. If you needed a sign that you have to step into your own creator to bring the things out in the world that help others, to nurture them, and it nurtures yourself at the same time, this is serendipitous. This is your fork in the road, and this is your treasure island. That's really success in a material world. That's a lot of success that is coming your way. and to step into this place where you allow yourself to share your experiences that came with these toxic people, toxic behaviors, whatever that is in your life. Ask yourself, are you afraid of the devil, or are you able to face the devil? What is it? Help other people to get through this. Your wisdom is beyond, your wisdom is beyond. And that's move away from the things that you experienced and allow yourself to create something from this place. And this is the King of Wands. This is this is creation, right? This is creation, and deciding to let go of old patterns and let go in a real way, let go of toxic behaviors, let go of the things and decide new. That's the part where you decide again to be in this place of focus and create something that helps other people to get beyond their own addictions, their own patterns that are in a loop, and step into this place where we can let them go, where we can stop it, and we just allow ourselves to have a new decision to create from this place. And this is a fruitful place. This walking away from the devil, walking away from these temptations and addictions and dimensions of relationships, walking away from them and creating from this place is a really fruitful thing. And it's bringing you abundance, and it's a choice. It's a choice to step into your creative power and into the innocence and into this moment of new beginning in creating a new world. In this, you are a healer. That's what you want to be. You want to share these things. You want to help other people to get beyond and to step into their own emotions, to fly towards the moon. That's what Cancer does, right? Fly towards the moon. Fly to be the nurturer you came here to be, for yourself and for others. Thank you so much, Cancer. Thank you for being here, for listening to me, for a thumbs up, for a like, and I'm looking forward to what this creation will be. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.